Sacramento, California. It is now time for the first competition of today's event. All 8 trucks have been seated in a random order, and they're going to battle it out head-to-head to see which truck is the fastest and gets the first 8 points of the competition. I know section 123 is ready, but everyone else in the Golden One Center, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Coming up first, riding that crazy bull in from Whittier, California, it's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And his opponent piloting that puppy dog, get loud for Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This is the 9th meeting between both of these Monster Jam drivers, with Monster Mutt Dalmatian at 6-2. Who will take home the next win? Let's ride! Your winner is Monster Mutt Dalmatian. First competitor that is moving on to the semifinal round of the JCB Racing competition. Once again, Blake Granger in a Monster Mutt Dalmatian has crossed the finish line first. He's moving on. Second matchup, I need Sacramento to get loud for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. And his opponent from Huntington, West Virginia, make some noise for Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. This is the 3rd meeting between both of these dinosaur monster truck drivers, with Jurassic Attack at 2-0. Will he win again? Hang on a second, Monster Jam fans. That last race was too close to call. Keep your attention on the super glue glued to the action replay to see who crossed the finish line first. Your winner is Velociraptor. Check it out. For the first time this season, Velociraptor is moving on to the semifinal round, crushing his competitor Jurassic Attack. Once again, Velociraptor is now advancing to the semifinals. Coming up next is our leading lady from Fullerton, California. Let me see those shark arms for Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. And her opponent for the black and green wrecking machine, Matt Cody, Gravedigger. This is the 3rd meeting between both of these superstars, with Gravedigger at 2-0 so far. Who will take home the next win between these two? Your winner is Gravedigger. Now at 3-0 against Megalodon for the season so far. Round 3 matchup, there you see it. He crosses the finish line first in the replay. Gravedigger will be moving on to the semifinals. Final matchup of the JCB Racing competition. First up from Rockport, Texas, it's Alex Barden, Earthshaker. Racing against the man from Oak Harbor, Washington, make some noise for Carson Williams, Thunder Roris. This is the fourth meeting between both of these drivers this season, with Earthshaker at 3-0. Can that Apex Predator beat him? Or will Earthshaker dominate the competition once again? Keep in mind, both Monster Jam trucks must start behind the starting line and wait to see all four amber lights. It looks like we've got them. Let's go green. Your winner is Thunder Roris. Thunder Roris and Earthshaker are now at 2-1. Earthshaker only has one advanced racing competition above Thunder Roris, but there you see Alex Barden, the man with the need for speed, so fast around that last race pass. Unfortunately, a little too much over rotation, and he ends up on the side of that Monster Jam truck. Keep your attention on the leaderboard. So far in the JCB racing competition, the fastest four have now moved on to the semifinal round. We saw El Toro Loco compete against Monster Dalmatian, but Monster Dalmatian dominated that race and now is moving on. Jurassic Attack versus Velociraptor, and for the first time this season, Velociraptor has advanced on into the semifinal round to take down Monster Dalmatian. Gravedigger versus Megalodon were neck and neck, but Gravedigger has won the victory. And last but not least, that last matchup, Earthshaker versus Thunder Roris. Thunder Roris is now moving on.
Things are already off to a very fast start here at the Golden One Center in Sacramento. And we were chatting here a little bit about how much fun we're having. This is your first event, isn't it, Ronnie Bo?
Yeah!
Yes, it is. So we've got something we're going to do for you, Ronnie Bo. We have something we're going to put up on the big screen here, and what we call it is Helmet Shuffle. It's presented by St. Jude, this incredible mission that we're behind to help kids. And how it works is we're going to cover up a trophy with a helmet, and we're going to have you look up at the screen, and we're going to shuffle these helmets around, and you have to tell me which one it's under. And, of course, if you want help from here in Sacramento, you can get it. But we're going to mix them up, and you just got to tell me which one that trophy's under. And once again, this is presented by St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Are you watching, Ronnie Bo? You're going to have to pick which number it's under. In Sacramento, we're a team here, right? So we're going to help out. So, everyone, are we thinking 1, 2, or 3, Sacramento? All right, so Ronnie Bo, it's up to you. You're the one that's going to decide what number, 1, 2, or 3.
3.
2. All right, well, we picked 3. Let's see what it is. It's not under number 1. Not under number 2. It's under number 3. Ronnie Bo, you were able to do it. How are you feeling?
Good.
Feeling good. So what we got for you, we just saw Earthshaker, one of our best racers, just give it his all. So for getting this one right, we're going to give you this Earthshaker plush truck. This is for you, Ronnie Bo. You get to take that home. You liked it? You like it?
What do you think? Yeah, thank you.
Says thank you. We've got so much more. But first, take a look at this.
Monster Jam fans, I have an exciting update. Our partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we have raised a lot to help these kids because of you Sacramento fans, and we are just shy of our season goal by $500. Imagine how much more money we could raise if everyone inside this arena donated just $1. We would surpass that goal. So go ahead and scan that QR code up on the video board, because just like you're sitting in these seats, these children are fighting for their lives in a hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. Go ahead while you got some time, Monster Jam fans. Let's make our goal this season for St. Jude.
Sacramento, we are now down to the 4 fastest trucks of JCB Racing, and that means it's time for the semifinals. After this round, we will be to the finals and the final 2 trucks. I know everyone here in this section is ready, but Sacramento, are you ready for more JCB Racing?
First matchup of the semifinals is Monster Mutt Dalmatian versus Velociraptor. Monster Jam fans, hang on a second. That last race has had our officials have to turn to the super glue glued to the action replay. And I've just received word that your winner is Monster Mutt Dalmatian. It out right there. Cliff Turner really showing how fast he is. Unfortunately, he did roll over. We need to make sure that Alex Miniak will be able to check out Velociraptor in the pit area for all the latest breaking news to make sure Cliff Turner and Velociraptor will be good to come back for the two-wheel skills competition and freestyle. But let's give it up for this last matchup right here. Monster Jam fans, pretty exciting stuff. So, Monster Jam fans, keep in mind you did see a penalty ribbon across the arena. At first, the officials thought that Monster Mutt Dalmatian had hit the turn pole, but they took a closer look at the super glue glued to the action replay and have deemed that he, in fact, did not receive a penalty. So, Monster Mutt Dalmatian will be moving on to the final round of the JCB Racing competition. Monster Jam fans, like I said, World Finals is coming back to Salt Lake City, Utah at the Rice-Eccles Stadium. It's going to be really exciting because it's taking place July 4th weekend. Lots of stars, lots of stripes, lots of stunts from 28 Monster Jam trucks that are competing to be crowned world champions. They'll be crowning 4. It's brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission, so if you really want to see how big Monster Jam can get and see some of the craziest and wildest stunts, head on over to monsterjam.com and snag those tickets. Sacramento, we've got one finalist. We need one more. You want to see more JCB racing or what? Last matchup of the semifinal round, it's Thunder Roris versus Gravedigger. This will be the 6th meeting between both of these Monster Jam drivers right now, with Gravedigger at 3-2. Will they be tied after this last matchup, or will Gravedigger continue to dominate? Only time will tell. Gravedigger is set. Thunder Roris is set for Amber Lights. Let's go racing! Monster Jam fans, penalty is called on Gravedigger for hitting the turn pole in that last race pass. So your winner is Thunder Roris. Thunder Roris will be moving on to the final round for the 2nd time this season and 2nd time this weekend here in Sacramento, California, to face off Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Sacramento, California, we're now down to the 2 fastest trucks, and that means it's time for them to race it out and figure out which is the fastest and which goes home with the first 8 points of the event and that #1 spot in the BKT Overall Event Championship. I know this crew is ready, but is everyone else in Sacramento ready to find out who their finalists are?
Up first, I need everybody to make some noise and roar for Carson Williams, Thunder Roris. He'll be facing off Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This right here is the 4th competition, 5th competition between both of these Monster Jam drivers, with Monster Mutt Dalmatian at 3-1. Who will win next? Hang on a second, Monster Jam fans. The officials have to take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay to determine the winner of this last race. Hang on, they got to take an even closer look. That was the closest race I have seen all season right here in Sacramento. But it looks like your winner is Thunder Roris. For the first time this season, Carson Williams is taking home his JCB Racing win, dominating the fastest driver on the series. Riding the Apex Predator has not only been exciting for Carson, it has been an honor. He's been involved with Monster Jam since 2023. And he is absolutely crushing the competition. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Carson is the driver you want to look out for on Arena Championship Series West. He is a sneaky squirrel coming out here getting bigger and better, faster and more technically skilled. This man is taking home the very first 8 points of the event with this JCB Racing win. Carson, let's see those disco moves, man. There we go. Excited about, come on, you better floss, work. Excited once again. He'll be joined on the pod by our pit reporter, Alex Miniak. We'll have the opportunity to hear from him, to hear his excitement, and to hear how much of an honor this is to add to his arsenal. One more time for Carson Williams.
Carson, this season, you've been getting so close in JCB racing to win the competition, moving through the bracket, and you literally won this race by millimeters. Congratulations.
I don't even know what to say, man. I'm so pumped up to finally be on an arena series and get a win under my belt. Hey, Sacramento's, I've had a curse out here. It's been hard to get a win for me out here. The fact that I got racing where you have to be the fastest truck out here, it means a whole lot to me. You guys have been awesome all weekend. You've been the loudest. Every time I get out of this truck and do the dance moves, it's a completely new crowd. But we're not done. Me and Thunder Horse, we're just getting started. Everybody's been noticing the driving improvement, and I'm so happy you guys see it. I'm trying so hard this year. You know, I'm giving everything we've got. Team Throttle Monster, Mike, Wendy, Paul, Zach, they've given me such an amazing opportunity with this team to let me drive this truck, to drive Thunder Horse, and I can't ask for a better team. All my teammates back there, Tim, Travis, Rick, Alex, they're all awesome. Even Cliff, man, we're coming out here, we're dominating. You know what? We got two-wheel skills, and we got freestyle. I'll tell you what, me and Thunder Horse, we came here to freestyle. The body's already messed up. You guys got a little glimpse of it after racing. So let me hear you. Let me hear you roar for Thunder Horse!
Carson Williams, Thunder Roars.
First attempt was a popper up onto the middle pod as he swung those bull hooves side to side, tail in the air. Armando Castro still has one more attempt remaining.
Scoring is now open. Scan that QR code, go to judgeszone.com, type in the city code SAC, and slide that BKT tire up and down to lock in those scores. And when you're done, let me hear you make some noise for Armando Castro in El Toro Loco.
Right out of the gate, two perfectly executed combinations. It's moves like that that have earned Armando Castro the 2024 World Championship for the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. We've seen him throw it down, but let's see if it was enough to impress you. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.401. That is an excellent score, and it's your score to beat. Take a look at the replay. First attempt, popper onto the pod, balancing that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck on the nose of that crazy bull. And you can see it blowing smoke out on the track. But we got some more action coming up. Golden One Center, make some noise for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. First attempt, balancing on the nose of that dinosaur, and then walking it up the pod to flip those back two BKT tires into the dirt, nose in the air. First attempt, that combination was the first attempt. He still has one more remaining. Monster Jam fans, do you see him taking the steering wheel off and tossing it right out of the window? No hands for Tim Hall Jr.
Scoring is now open. Get loud for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack.
That's exactly why we call him Timmy Two-Wheel. He has the most two-wheel skills challenge wins on Arena Championship Series West. You saw it with your own two eyes while he was balancing on the nose of that Monster Jam truck. He managed to remove the steering wheel and then toss it out of the window, still maintaining balance, and then landing on all four BKT tires. Scores are locked. And the score for Jurassic Attack is 8.885. Great score, new leader, and new score to beat. One more time for Tim Hall Jr. There's the super glued to the action replay. There he is balancing on the front BKT tires, maintaining control, and then he tosses the steering wheel right out of the window. But coming up next, we have one of the fastest Monster Jam drivers in the sport. Please help me welcome back to the track, Alex Barden, Earthshaker. First attempt, stoppy moonwalk combination. Earthshaker still has one more attempt remaining.
Scoring is now open. Make some noise for Alex Barden and Earthshaker.
Alex Barden, one of the fastest in the sport, and now he's just demonstrated how technically skilled he is to match the speed. He's representing Team Throttle Monster alongside his teammates and competitors and showing up and showing out in that infamous dump truck. He's excited about that run. Proud to show off for all of you Sacramento fans. But was what he just did enough to impress you and to give him a high score at judgeszone.com? We'll see up on the video board that the score is 7.245, enough for third place. One more time for Alex Barden. As Alex Barden gets back in that Monster Jam truck, let's take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Excellent aerial shot of him balancing on those front two BKT tires with a little bit of a nose wheelie moonwalk combination action in that second attempt. We got to keep the competition rolling on all four paws in that puppy dog. It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Was a combination, stopping into a moonwalk, then flicking that Monster Jam truck back onto the back two BKT tires with a little bit of a slap wheelie finish. He still has one more attempt remaining.
Scoring is now open. Make some noise for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
I've got to say, Blake Granger is one of our superstars who aims to not only impress, but to succeed and even push his limits past the very first time we see him. We saw him execute the same maneuvers, but instead of staying on the side that he knows works, he challenged himself to do the same thing on the opposite side of the pod. Scores are locked at judgeszone.com, and the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 9.016. New leader and new score to beat. Monster Jam fans, we just have breaking news right now, an update from the pit area. Let's check in with Alex Miniak, our pit reporter. Alex.
Thank you very much, Unit. Behind the scenes here in the crash zone, an interesting development right now with Carson Williams and Thunder Roaris. Now, Carson Williams and Thunder Roaris just won JCB Racing. The truck is driven back here, and they've noticed now a drive shaft issue. The UNOH technicians are furiously working on that drive shaft now. They've got it dropped down, and they're taking a look at what the impediment might be and trying to furiously get it ready for the two-wheel skills competition coming up. We'll hope to see it back in competition.
Coming up next, you know that sound. It's our black and green wrecking machine, Matt Cody, Grave Digger. First attempt from Grave Digger. We saw a stoppie with him leaning up a little bit against the pod, a little bit of moonwalk action backwards. And then he slid that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck up onto the pod. He still has one more attempt remaining.
Scoring is now open. Make some noise for Matt Cody in Grave Digger.
Matt Cody went for a very difficult maneuver in that second attempt. We saw him hit the log stack on the pod, popping up into the middle of the pod, balancing that 12,000-pound black and green wrecking machine on its nose. And then he managed to coast forward and backward until he was able to flick the back two BKT tires onto the pod. A little bit of slap wheelie action at the very end until he came to a halt. But was that enough to impress you at judgeszone.com? The score for Grave Digger is enough for third place. Still a great score, 8.474. One more time for Matt Cody. There you see it once again, headlights digging into the dirt as he coasts forward and backwards, maintaining perfect balance in that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck, sliding backwards up and over the pod. Then some big air at the end. But we got another dinosaur ready to hit the track. Please help me welcome back Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. First attempt was a popper. Cliff Turner still has one more attempt remaining.
Scoring is now open. Lock 'em in for Cliff Turner in Velociraptor.
Team Dinosaur for Cliff Turner. Like I said before, this is his rookie season on a series. Very first time on the road with Monster Jam. And he's alongside competitors on Arena Championship Series West. Something I love about Cliff Turner is that he doesn't let these other 7 competitors scare him. He goes for moves that typically we wouldn't see on a rookie. But let's see what you gave him at judgeszone.com. 4.074. Make some noise one more time for Cliff Turner. Monster Jam fans, I have received some word from the pit area. Unfortunately, due to the drive shaft issue, we will not be able to see Thunder Roarus come back out onto the track. Our final competitor of the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, with the jaws of life ready to come out and smash the competition. Make some noise for Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. First attempt at a reverse popper as she let that shark nose chill out in the air. Ashley Sanford still has one more attempt remaining.
Scoring is now open. Let's get loud for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon.
I don't know. I think Ashley Sanford's showing off a little bit. She's got some special friends and fans in the house. Her biggest supporters, her parents are here, really making sure they cheer for her, and her special friend, Kenny. Very excited to see her throw it down. Like I said, first attempt was a reverse popper, and then that second attempt was a sky wheelie. Picture perfect verticality in that shark as she landed right back on the tail. But was that enough to impress all of you incredible fans? Scores are locked, and the score for Megalodon is enough for third place. Excellent score, 8.791. That's the best we have seen. One more time for Ashley Sanford. And your winner of the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge is Monster Dalmatian. Blake Granger is taking home the second 8 points of the competition this afternoon here in Sacramento, California. There you see him waving to all of you incredible fans. Easy on up to the pod. Sacramento, great first half of the competitions. Make some noise. One more time for the man piloting the puppy dog, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Blake, certainly great to see you back up here winning another competition. You know, so close at JCB Racing. Now you're back here winning a competition. Freestyle coming up, man. You're starting to set the pace again. Here we go. Blake Granger Show.
100%, man. First, second, third, consistency, man. That's all it takes. Last night, we took the overall event championship, and we didn't win a single competition. We got second in every single one of them. And at the end of the event, we stood on top of this pod and hosted that coveted overall event championship trophy. But hey, we're just having fun right here in Sacramento with all you beautiful Monster Jam fans. I'm just wheeling around, and my best friend, you know, that dog. Everybody here, probably most people have a dog, and we all know it's your best friend. Well, that's that monster truck for me. We're all about having fun.
All about having fun. You know, the most fun here at Monster Jam has got to be the freestyle competition. I know for you. I know you love racing. You love two-wheel skills, but freestyle's where it's at. What's that big dog cooking up?
Man, that big dog is coming off of a World Finals Freestyle Championship last year in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we're ready to defend it this year. So every single weekend for 19 weeks straight this year, I am going to drive this truck into the ground to prepare myself to go back to the World Finals and defend that championship. Because, man, there's not a better trophy in this world of Monster Jam than the Freestyle World Championship. And we got to hoist it last year, and it was a feeling that I can't explain. It was a dream. It was amazing. But, hey, Sacramento, judgeszone.com freestyle. I'm going to tear that puppy dog to the ground. I want you guys on your feet making noise. Where my dog's at? Hoo, hoo.
They're here, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Well, Sacramento, if you liked what you saw so far, it is now time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. This is where our Monster Jam Freestyle Motocross riders are going to give you the absolute best trick that they've got. And this is where you come in again like you did during the two-wheel skills competition at judgeszone.com. Again, judgeszone.com. Scan that QR code when those screens go red and give these riders the scores that they deserve using the code SAC. Now, I only have one remaining question for you, and that is, who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Ladies and gentlemen, first up, taking to the ramp, we have Taylor Eddins getting ready to take to the sky and see how far he can fly. Let me hear you make some noise.
Taylor Eddins, he gets better and better every event. We've seen him fly here in Sacramento. Score it now at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Use that code SAC. Taylor Eddins, California guy from Murrieta. Let's see what you gave our homegrown talent here. A 7.122, that sets the bar. New score to beat.
Next up, give it up, Sacramento, for Robert Haslam as he takes to the sky. Let me hear it, Sacramento, make some noise.
Oh! The veteran Robert Haslam giving us something here in Sacramento we haven't seen all weekend. If you like what you saw there, make sure you score it at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. 20 seconds. Use that code SAC.
When a backflip just isn't enough, you got to kick those feet out as well. But what did you think of that incredible maneuver as you guys tabulate all those scores now? The scores are locked, and the score for Robert Haslam is 9.148, taking the #1 spot so far in the best trick competition. And up next, taking to the ramp, it's Jimmy Hill. Let's hear it for Jimmy Hill as he gets ready to take on the ramp and take on gravity.
Jack, he's asking the fans here, he's asking them, if you want to see a backflip, Sacramento, do you want to see a backflip from Jimmy Hill? Let's see what he gives us. Green flags are down. Backflip it is. Ask and you shall receive. Jimmy Hill, always the showman. Give him the score at judgeszone.com, judgeszone.com. Use that code SAC.
As we look here, once again, hitting that backflip. You guys wanted it. Jimmy Hill gave it to you, but was able to do it, putting those hands behind his back, mid-air, no hands needed. Taking on that ramp and flying through the sky. Scores are locked in, and the score for Jimmy Hill is 8.706. Good enough for second place. And of course, last but not least, taking on that ramp in the best trick competition, Jared LaRue. Let's hear it for him, Sacramento. Jared LaRue has been able to score many wins in the best trick competition over the course of the season so far. But will he be able to do it here this evening? Only you can decide. What does the veteran have up his sleeve? We'll see as Jared LaRue takes to the sky.
Oh, trademark tail whip from Jared LaRue. He is here to get his winning streak back from Jimmy Hill. If you like what you saw, score it now, Sacramento. Judgeszone.com. Scan the QR code. Don't forget to use SAC.
Just whipping the back end of that motorcycle through the air. Scores are locked in, and the score for Jared LaRue is 8.920. Enough for second place, meaning your winner, Robert Haslam. Big round of applause.
Monster Jam fans, if you think we're done with halftime, oh no, our Monster Jam FMX riders have more in store. They are going to go into the tunnel and line up in what's called a train formation, and they're going to hit that ramp one after the next, after the next, after the next, and the request still applies. The louder you scream, the higher they fly. They came through the station with a whip train. Sacramento, I'm going to need a little bit more out of you if you want to see more trains. Sacramento, do you want more? Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Our Monster Jam riders are lining up once again. Green flags are down. Here they come. That is a trick train. Now, I think our riders have one more train in store. But again, Sacramento, I'm going to need your help. When this train leaves the station, I'm going to need you on your feet to give them a big choo-choo. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Finishing strong with that backflip train. Give it up for the riders of freestyle motocross.
Sacramento, if you like what you just saw, let me hear ya. I need everybody to keep that applause going. Get loud one more time for our US FMX team.
Down here with the winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition, he is Robert Haslam. Robert, according to Jared LaRue, we were talking to him behind the scenes. He said, you got up off the couch to join us here in Sacramento. No rust at all, man. You win the FMX Best Trick Competition. How about that?
Yeah, I've been doing this now. This will be year 19, but last year I swore it was my last year. I've been on the couch just at home trying to figure out what's next for the last few months. Got a call to be down here randomly on Thursday night, and like you said, I guess I was able to dust it off real quick.
Real quick is right, man. High flying action from this guy here. You did a backflip variation. Talk to me about that trick, what you call it, and how you pulled it off in these tight quarters here.
Yeah, so that would have been the backflip in the air. So you're hanging off the bike upside down. You scissor kick the legs sideways, and then if all things work out, you land on the other side in one piece.
You did, and you come back with a title after landing as well. Give it up for Robert Haslam, winner of the FMX Best Trick Competition.
Sacramento, California, we have reached the pinnacle of today's event. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle.
Hang on, Monster Jam fans. Clock is paused with 21 seconds still left for Earthshaker. Our USHRA tech officials are heading out to the track to make sure it is safe for Earthshaker to keep going. There you see it. That Monster Jam truck is being torn to shreds. They need to make sure that fiberglass body is out of the way so that Earthshaker can continue his momentum in this run. So far, so good, though, for Alex Barden. Not only has he demonstrated now his need for speed, also his technical skill, as well as how fearless he is out on the track, is what we are seeing here in Sacramento, California. And there you can see it, our USHRA tech officials are working as hard as they possibly can, but they can't quite get that fiberglass body. Looks like it's broken. Monster Jam fans, that means his run has come to an end. Let's make some noise for Earthshaker. Scores are open right now. Go ahead and get it in while you have a little bit of time still left on the clock for Earthshaker. Alex Barden has taken home multiple JCB Racing competition wins. He's waiting for his first freestyle win of the season. It's unfortunate that his run did end a little early. However, he does qualify for a score. Looks like at judgeszone.com, you gave him a 6.541. That is the score to beat. There you can see in the replay, starting off strong, but that dump truck is falling apart after that stoppie attempt during the freestyle run. Alex Barden, great job out there on the track, man. Starting off strong, getting these fans excited. But Sacramento, are you ready to see some more action? Let me hear ya. Well, keep that applause going. We're keeping it with the man who has the most skills competition wins, and now he's looking to take home another freestyle. Make some noise for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack.
Scoring is now open. Ladies and gentlemen, lock them in for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack.
Monster Jam fans, Jurassic Attack was very excited to come out here on the track once again. Timmy Two Wheels, what we call him. So, of course, he couldn't leave the freestyle round without showing off his technical moves one more time. For all of you Sacramento fans, balancing the nose of that dinosaur in the dirt. Scores are now locked at judgeszone.com. And the score for Jurassic Attack is 7.428. We've got a new leader, Sacramento. Make some noise one more time for Tim Hall Jr. Check out the super glue glued to the action replay. There you see it right there, Timmy Two Wheel on those front two BKT tires, balancing right on the edge of the pod with perfect precision. A little bit of nose wheelie action into those back two BKT tires. Tim Hall Jr. has demonstrated a lot of excellent maneuvers. And keep in mind, Monster Jam fans, if you don't like the scores that you're seeing, they lie in your hands at judgeszone.com. Each driver must complete at least 15 seconds of a score. Also, make sure you look for the use of all areas of the ramps, creativity, technical moves, combinations, and a wow factor. Also, the moment that the run has come to an end and scores are open, that's when the clock starts counting down from 20 seconds. As soon as it hits 0, that means scores are locked. So don't forget to get that score in, and don't forget to hit that submit button before scores are locked.
Which way should we face? Should we face Kenny?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a special introduction for our next truck from Kenny. Kenny, let's hear it.
Now here's my Sacramento Shark sister, Megalodon and Ashley Stanford.
Give it up!
Looks like she's lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And she sends it and lands it.
Scoring is now open. Lock 'em in and give it up for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon.
Monster Jam fans, I have chills right now. Ashley Sanford is one of these leading ladies who is not afraid to straight up send that shark soaring. It swims, but it also can fly. We saw a perfectly executed Morgan & Morgan backflip, hitting that 8-pack on the side of the pod, landing on the back tail, and now she's getting ready to be on all fours once again. Did you like what you saw, Sacramento? Scores are locked right now at judgeszone.com. There you see her family and Kenny cheering her on the Jumbotron. Currently, the score to beat belongs to Jurassic Attack with a 7.428. And the score for Megalodon is 9.375. New leader and new score to beat. Check it out once again, that aerial shot, Morgan & Morgan backflip, slow motion as she lands on those back two BKT tires and pokers her way onto the roof. She tried to rotate back on over to all fours, but it's all good. Ashley, a great run, a great backflip. Big action once again for the California kid. Golden One Center. Get loud for Ashley Sanford one more time. Coming up next, he's excited to tear up the track once again. Please help me welcome back to the track, Cliff Turner, Velociraptor. Clock is paused with 11 seconds, still waiting for Cliff Turner to see if he can refire and complete his last couple of hits on his freestyle run. Great momentum so far, and I've just gotten word that he is trying to refire as best as he can for all of you Sacramento fans. Just found out that unfortunately he could not refire, which means his freestyle has come to an end. But Monster Jam fans, he still qualifies for a score. Let's hear it. Get that score in at judgeszone.com for Velociraptor. Once again, in his rookie season, he's looking to take home his first competition win as a Monster Jam driver. He's out here representing the Dinosaur family as well as Team Throttle Monster. We'll see in just a moment at judgeszone.com. Let's see what you gave him. 5.752, great score. One more time for Velociraptor.
All right, Sacramento. We have a new member of the Monster Jam family named Bailey Circuit. You may have seen Bailey Circuit walking around, running around in the concourse. And Bailey is one of the smartest dogs you're going to find. And she's been having some questions for us, and she's got a question for us now. And I'm hoping you all can help answer the question. We have what we call Bailey Wonders. Take a look at the screen. All right, Bailey wants to know, Sacramento, who completes a backflip faster? A Monster Jam truck or a Ringling Acrobat? Now, before we answer, who here thinks a Monster Jam truck? And who here in Sacramento thinks a Ringling Acrobat? Well, there's only one way to find out, Sacramento. We got to ask Bailey. Bailey, which one does do a backflip faster? Well, you heard it here first. These Monster Jam trucks are able to stay up in the air longer, keeping those 12,000 pounds upside down. But we got more action for you. Who's ready for more Monster Jam freestyle?
Coming up next, it's our 2025 Fall Stadium Series champion, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Scoring is now open. Lock him in for that crazy bull. Armando Castro in. El Toro Loco.
Armando Castro just showed why he has been in the game for quite some time. 9 seasons makes him a veteran driver, and it was even exciting to see him throw in a 2-wheel skill. We saw him balance on those front 2 BKT tires in the middle of his run in a stoppie. It's moves like that that has earned him the title of a world champion back in 2024 for the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. But was that enough to impress you at judgeszone.com? The score for El Toro Loco is 8.076. Great score, enough for second place. One more time for Armando Castro. Coming up next, from Williamsport, Maryland, it's our 2024 Arena West champion. Please help me welcome back to the track, Matt Cody, Grave Digger. Hang on a second, Monster Jam fans. I have just received word that we are having some technical issues with Grave Digger, which means, unfortunately, he will not be able to compete during the freestyle competition. I know I'm hearing some boos, and I know Matt Cody is very upset right now. He wanted to show up and show out for all of you incredible Sacramento fans. So please, Golden One Center, give him a round of applause one time. If you want to see Matt Cody go wild, keep in mind that he is going to be coming to Salt Lake City, Utah, with a lot of other Monster Jam superstars for World Finals this year, July 4th weekend. If you want to hang out and see 28 trucks compete, go ahead and snag those tickets. We'll see them compete, and we'll also see them at the biggest pick party of the season. You'll have the opportunity to meet all of the Grave Digger drivers, including the entire Anderson family, as well as your fan favorites like El Toro Loco, Megalodon, and more. We'll also have the opportunity to unveil some new Monster Jam trucks this season, not to mention the biggest fireworks compilation. Stars, Stripes, and Stunts is what we're about in 2026. So go ahead and snag those tickets to World Finals at monsterjam.com.
Monster Jam fans, we are having a great time. What an incredible freestyle we've had so far, the racing. How are you guys enjoying it so far? You liking it? Well, we have what we want to call the slider, and what we're going to do here is we have up on the screen, we're going to ask you a question. And that question is going to be, how much horsepower does a Monster Jam truck have? And as the slider slides across the screen, you just tell me when to stop, and that is when we know how much horsepower a Monster Jam truck has. Sacramento, do you get how the game works? So what we're going to do is we're going to have you guys help out. When it's time to stop the slider, you get as loud as you can. And when you want me to stop it, you just say now, okay? Can we all do that together? All right. How much horsepower does a Monster Jam truck have? Let's start that slider, and you tell me when to stop it. Now. Stop. Let's see, but was this the right amount? We're in between kind of that 1,200 or 1,300 to 1,700 to 1,500. You got it. Let's give a big round of applause. Now, when you get a win like that, when you answer a tough question like that, you get a prize. And this is our Monster Jam plush truck. These are new. These are so cool. They're great for pillows, or they're great for collecting. Parents, you can get these yourself. Make sure to stop by the merch stand. Let's give a big round of applause, everybody.
Check it out, Monster Jam fans. They were able to get that drive shaft in order for that Apex Predator. So please help me welcome back to the track your JCB Racing winner, Carson Williams, Thunder Roaris.
Scoring is now open, folks. Lock them in, and let me hear you roar for the dinosaur. Give it up for Carson Williams in Thunder Roaris.
And while you are cheering, folks, keep in mind that Carson Williams is looking for you to score as well at judgeszone.com. He's looking to take home another competition win in his career in Sacramento, California this afternoon. Being able to come out here, not only is he driving, he was working on his Monster Jam truck. We saw it earlier. To be able to come out here and complete a freestyle run after a rigorous halftime is definitely a great feat. The score for Thunder Roaris is 7.302. That is a great score. One more time for Carson Williams. Check out the super glue glued to the action replay. Thunder Roaris up and over the pod multiple times. Big air, cutting the corners as fast as he can. Monster Jam fans, I have just received word that we have a St. Jude ambassador of the event, and that is Blake Granger, Monster Dalmatian. Hang on, Monster Jam fans, clock is paused. Blake Granger really going wild. There you see he lost the tail on that poor puppy dog. Our US HRA tech official is making sure they can get that off of the track. Monster Jam fans, hang tight. We'll see if Blake Granger can refire that Monster Jam truck in just a moment to be able to continue his momentum during this run. Make some noise! Let's pump them up! Check out that combination mid-freestyle run. Blake Granger rides in style and shows you just how it's done. technical skill, throwing those tricks around like it's nothing.
Scoring is now open. Where the dogs at? Let me hear ya for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
I've got to admit, I was a little worried at first, seeing him come out so strong and then coming to an abrupt halt. But I'm glad Blake Granger was able to complete his full freestyle run, and it sounds like you were as well. Blake Granger has taken home multiple freestyle wins so far this season. 4 to be exact, and he's looking to take home another one. Can he do it? The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 9.028, a great score, which means your freestyle winner is Megalodon. Ashley Sanford has 8 more points added to her score, but your overall event champion is Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger taking home another overall event championship. He had a clean sweep of the weekend for BKT overalls, 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and now his 4th on Sunday. Total for the season now is 12 for that puppy dog. Great job. Congratulations to Blake Granger. He maintained 2nd or better in all 3 competitions this afternoon with a total of 22 points. There he is hugging his fellow competitor, heading on up to the pod. We'll get to hear from both him and Ashley Sanford in just a moment.
Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Monster Mutt domination. Clean sweep of the weekend here in Sacramento.
Man, you know, those are weekends that dreams are made of right there. You know, you're just fighting with the best competition in Monster Jam, you know. Ashley throwing down a backflip. Matt Cody, man, I'm sorry, brother. I know you wanted to run, but things happen. You'll regroup and be back next weekend. And to the rest of the athletes, man, they just tore it up this weekend. To sweep 4 events and not even gain that much of a points lead is a testament to how amazing every one of these guys and girls are. So let's make some noise for the rest of these drivers on this tour. Let them hear you back there. Yeah. And hey, thank you guys for supporting Monster Jam. 4 events, 4 awesome crowds. Monster Mutt Dalmatian on top, baby. But hey, I got one question for you, and I want to hear you guys barking. Where my dogs at? Hoo, hoo.
Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, your BKT overall event champion. Ashley's getting the crowd pumped up. That was quite the freestyle run. I always love when those spins flip, and you did it today. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to try not to get emotional right now, guys, because this has been a tough, let me say, a brutal start to our season for Team Megalodon and I. Tyler, this guy right over here, we need to put the camera on him. He is incredible, and really, our guys, our technicians are the backbone of what we do. So can we get a round of applause for all our hardworking technicians real quick? I am so pumped to be back here because ending last year, we were feeling so good. And let me tell you, this job is not easy. Driving these trucks is not easy. And being a female in this sport isn't easy either. But I am here for the ladies. And I am here to tell you, we can do hard things. And we can get it done. So you believe in yourself. You never give up, because that's what I did. And I'm living proof. I want to see all my ladies win. Give it up for all the ladies in the crowd. I love you, Sacramento. Woo!
Ashley Sanford, your freestyle winner.
What a weekend, Jack, right here in Sacramento, California. 4 events down, and Blake Granger once again has swept the competition. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little more excited that Ashley Sanford in Megalodon has now taken home her second freestyle win of the season.
You know, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's so exciting to see Ashley Sanford get that freestyle win, and it's proof that if she can get that truck to get through each of these events, she can be a threat in each of these events. But come on, the story, we have to say it. Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Blake Granger sweeping the entire weekend. What a feat. Blake Granger, I mean, talk about staking his claim to his territory. It's going to be a tough one for everyone else here in Arena Championship Series West.
But someone that's actually starting to pull up even more, Carson Williams in Thunder Roar is taking home his first JCB Racing win of the season. I'm excited to see more from him and the rest of his team. Monster Jam fans, I had a blast. Once again, my name is Eunice Cruz. On behalf of myself, my co-host Jack Farmer, and our pit reporter Alex Miniak, as well as everyone at Feld Entertainment, we hope you had a great time too, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.